check out my earlier videos that include the download instructions and how we got the path that we're going to be following through in this video. So here's the first app it wants us to make. I'm going to just paste it right in here and see what it gives me. I've already prepared this other file with the name age, which is what this app is going to do, and I'll clear it out. The code is going to give us the required code, and then also here's a comment. So with a hashtag, it can write something that won't get interpreted by the interpreter, and that way it can explain what's going on without actually impacting how the code will run. This is giving a variable called name the ability to be determined by your input. So it will ask you in the terminal, as you'll see in a minute, what's your name, and then you can type something in, and that will be your name. Then it'll ask what's your age, you type something in, that'll be your age. And if everything works out, it should print the personalized greeting as such. So hello, your name, you are, age, whatever you specify. Let's see if this code they gave us works. So now we're in the terminal, and it asked us correctly, what is your name? What is your age? Well, today's the first day of the channel, so I'm going to say 0. Hello, Coding Novice. You are 0 years old. Great, the program works. I was going to save these and have them in some Replit or GitHub, but I don't think these programs are worth saving yet, so I'm just going to continue building the next 4 in this same spot. Hope that's okay with you. So let's move on to number 2. Now we have to do some math. So we want a program that will calculate the area and perimeter of a square. We can get rid of all this old code. Now it's defining a function for us, and this is great because we'll be able to reuse this function. This is something that happens on occasion. It froze, so I'll refresh the page and regenerate the response. So every time you regenerate a response, it tries the whole thing a completely new time, and it might give you a completely different answer than it was before. The other programs we made are fairly simple, but the explanations will still vary. This code is completely unique. They just came up with it on the spot using an amalgamation of the internet before 2021. So this software scoured the web, learned all it could from the common knowledge, and with a little bit of human guidance now responds to whatever input we give it. Here's the program we asked for. They define a function rectangle area, rectangle perimeter. Both of them are functions of the width and the height, obviously. And it's hopefully going to give us the area ultimately. Again, this is using inputs that have to be integers, whole numbers, not words, which would be a string. Bear with me as I am a coding novice, so let's just see if this works. Enter the width, let's say 2. The height is 3. The area is 6 and the perimeter is 10. That's pretty good, and it's about faster than I would be able to do it in my head just doing the math. So it would be interesting to see, try it again with more challenging numbers. Let's say like 13 and 14. If you were able to do that in your head faster than you could ask GPT to make a code for you and run it in Python, that's pretty impressive. If not, this is pretty useful already. Let's go on to the next one and see what they got. Number 3, a program that generates a random password. This could be useful. It's giving us the password generating app, and now it's importing some packages, and these are going to give the ability to use things like random number generators. I don't really know what string does. string.punctuation. So string digits, it's giving you the ability to use these tools, I guess. The important thing is whether or not it works. So let's see. I guess that's the password it generated. So all you do is press go, press run, and it generates a new password for you. Okay, so here it's giving a random choice. Here's why I used random. From random choices, it picks from the letters, digits, punctuation. I actually don't want the punctuation included, so I'll delete that. And let's run the program again. Now we have a password that's only numbers and letters, upper and lowercase. And we can redo this as many times as we want. It's pretty good. Number 4. A program that reads a list of words from a file and then counts the number of occurrences of each word. This program helps you learn about file input and output, as well as using dictionaries to store data. Based on my super limited knowledge of Python, I understand this is going to be more complex than just the one main Py file, I believe. If it is, I'm going to save that for a different video, but let's just see what happens. Actually, it may be possible for it to create the file within the code without me having to do anything else. It would be really incredible if I'm just able to completely copy, paste into PyCharm, hit run, and the file is generated with the full program. We'll see if this works or not. So it says it's going to open the file, read the file, split it, because I guess it reads it in like a raw text format. So to get different characters, it needs to split it to spaces to delineate different words. Create an empty dictionary. I mean, this is a serious app, beyond what I would be able to do myself, certainly without extensive Google searching and maybe even contacting a landline. Let's see if this works. And then we'll look through it and try to figure out if we understand. So it didn't work. Interesting. And it says the file wasn't found. So it didn't create the file. And I'm just going to do the easiest troubleshoot I can. We're going to keep copying, pasting our way to victory. So let's see how it replies with this. So it knows the file's not there. And let's see what the solutions are. Make sure the file's there. Well, the file doesn't exist, so step 1's not going to work. We want you to create the file for us so that we don't have to leave this Python app. That's all for this video. We'll figure out program 4 and program 5 in the next one.